Talking about relationships, they're very important in our life. Now, what is it that when we say the word successful relationship, what is it that we are looking at? What do you mean by the word successful relationship? So let's be very real about this. What is the feeling that I have in my heart when I think of a person? Am I happy and excited to go back home to them or to him? For example, it is a relationship with my spouse. So does it excite me to just be with him? Do I feel happy in my heart and contented when I think of him? Do I know it's a feeling? Yeah. Do I know in my heart that he's happy with me, or is my relationship stressed? How does that feel? Right, so it's you who knows how your relationship is with your spouse. And when you're living with the person all your life, I think that is one space that you need to sort out in a very healthy way. So how do I have a successful relationship with my spouse? It's most important for you to have a successful relationship with yourself first. What did I say?
Successful relationship with myself?
Exactly. Right. So you need to have a successful relationship with yourself. How do I feel about myself? Do I feel like respecting myself? Am I feeling loved? Am I feeling on top of the world? Do I feel that today I can give and there's nothing that I really want? And am I closely connected to, again, the real me? Am I getting connected to my higher self? Instead of us just running around, trying to do things, trying to prove a point, trying to achieve, trying to make relationships happen, can we just take a break and get into our being and just learn to be? Just go deep, just learn to be what is. Don't try to change anything, don't try to shift anything. Forgive yourself for not being in peace, and you will see that peace will follow. So for any relationship to be successful, if you are coming in from the space of reaction, you are coming in from the space of almost getting something from there, you are coming in from the space where you have no idea of what you are and why you are, there is going to be no relationship. There is going to be nothing, because your base, your foundation is empty. It's zero, right? So always see and check your little box in here in your heart. Okay, how full is it? What are you trying to do to get a smile in the person's face in front of you? What are you trying to do to make your space happier? And that can be only when you are there to give happiness to somebody else. Again, that is possible only when you are coming from the space of giving and not taking. So keep asking yourself this. And it is very important again to understand, am I feeling every moment to be a celebration? Am I doing things because I have to do it? Because I am a wife, I am a girlfriend, I am a daughter, I am somebody in the relationship, so I have to do this particular action. There are no have-tos in our lives. If we have have-tos in our lives, and if we are following a have-to path, then I'd rather not walk that path, because I'm going to get nothing out of it except a lot of time loss. So there has to be pleasure in every action, right? When there is a pleasure in every action, the result of the action is given to us instantly. Our heart is filled with happiness, and that's what is making a relationship successful. My happy heart is going to vibrate, and that's going to make our relationship very, very successful. Also, let's not be very miserly in saying the good things. For example, if I want to show love, why should I stop myself? Say the right thing, say the right words, say it. There's no tomorrow, say it today. If there is something I want, then give that first. If I want respect, give it first. If I want love, give it first. Even and the small tips that I would say is, if you talk the language the other person wants to listen, there's nothing that you lose if you just do it, or if you just say it. There's nothing that you lose, right? But if I'm empty, I will definitely question myself, how long do I have to do this? Why should it be always me to give in? So again, we have to understand, we're not giving in. Every action, every word spoken is spoken because I love it. It's giving me happiness. When my heart is full, I am ready to spread happiness all around me. And that makes it very successful. That makes a relationship very successful. Now, that's as far as our day-to-day routine, our day-to-day life. We follow these little tips. It makes our life beautiful. Second most important tip is stay away from a blaming game. Do you understand? A blaming game. We are always blaming. See, there is so much of effort I take. I'm not even noticed. The person doesn't notice me. He doesn't have to. He's not working for me. He's not my employee. He doesn't have to. Right? Sometimes mistakes happen. They happen by anybody. They can happen by me. They could have happened by my spouse. But if I'm on a blaming game that says, look, it's because of him, a blaming game is only going to ruin the relationship, of course, but will also deplete me from my energy. Okay? Again, we have to understand that nothing goes wrong in this divine cosmic space around me. Everything that happens here is only happening to get me to get more uplifted, for me to get more contented, for me to ask questions into myself, helping me to go further into my introspection of the real me. Every action happening around me is intended to get me into myself. Every action around me is intended to get me into myself. And that's the only time when we feel worth living. We feel life is worth living.